If you've found this video, there's a good chance that your marriage has been turned upside down by words that you didn't even know a few years ago, maybe weeks ago, even days ago. Narcissist, love bombing, emotional abuse, maybe even unsafe or toxic. Your wife or your husband has been in real pain, and they went looking for answers, maybe late at night on their phone when you were asleep in the same room. They typed something into a search bar like, why do I feel so unseen in my marriage? Or am I married to whatever keywords they put in? And what they found was the content that almost everyone finds right now. Checklists, diagnostic language, survivor communities, and just a whole framework that told them what people like you are before anyone had ever met you. This booklet and this video series are not an attack on that pain. The pain was real. Something in your marriage or in their own story really was hurting them long before the clinical words entered the room. And what I am challenging is the framework that took that real pain and turned you, the spouse who is still trying, into a villain that you do not recognize. My name is Carl Copsey, and this booklet that these videos come from is called How to Love Someone Who is Receiving Your Love as a Weapon. Hope for spouses living under false accusations, labels, and narcissistic abuse frameworks. I'm writing and talking to a very specific person. Okay, you are the husband or wife who still gets up in the morning and tries. You keep reaching out with genuine love and watching it get twisted into something ugly. You say, I love you, and somehow it lands on the other side as control, manipulation, or as a threat. You are being told that your love is a weapon. You are being handed labels that you know in your bones do not fit. And yet they are being repeated so often that you've started to wonder if maybe they're true. And this series is for you, not because you've done everything right. You haven't. Not because there was no real hurt in the marriage. There was. Right? But because the story being told about you now has gone far beyond that hurt and turned into a closed system where everything you do becomes more evidence against you. In these videos, I'm going to walk through the booklet chapter by chapter, and we're going to talk about the loneliness of loving someone who cannot receive your love right now. And we're going to define what love bombing actually is and what it is not. And we're going to look at the frameworks and scripts that your spouse may be operating inside and why you cannot love them out of those scripts by yourself. We'll also talk about what this is doing to you, okay? How to stay grounded when reality is being rewritten, how to love without surrendering to a false narrative, and why love is still the right answer. Even when it is refused and misread, love is always the right answer. I'm a Christian, and I write from that perspective because it's the ground that I had to stand on when everything else around me was shaking. But you don't have to share my faith to recognize yourself in what I describe. The pain is the same. The loneliness is the same. The book itself is short. It's practical, something you can read in one sitting when your heart is already tired. So the ebook is like $5 and the print is, I think, around $10. But listen, if you cannot afford this book and you need it, message me and I will get you a digital copy for free. Okay? If any part of what I just said sounds like your life, stay with me in this series. Start with the next video where we talk about one of the loneliest things a person can experience in marriage. And let's walk through this together. God bless you, and I hope to see you on this journey. We'll go chapter by chapter. Thank you.